All right, so this happened like in 8th grade. I'm on summer right now, so I'm going to my freshman year. But this happened like about 5-6 months ago. It was a pretty crazy story. So let's just get into it. This is my third time trying to record this, but everything keeps messing up because my luck is shitty. So let's just get into it. So basically it's just a normal day. I'm hanging out in class with two of my friends. Let's call the friend in this story Aiden. Now Aiden was always like a calm, collected kid, right? So he never really did nothing wrong. He was a good kid. He had a good record. He never got suspended before or expelled, according to him. And I believed him on that. I stood on it. Like, if you know what I mean. Like, I believed him, you know? So, but this particular day, I don't know why, but he was so mad. He was so mad at me. I don't know what the fuck I did to him in the first place, but yeah, he was just really mad. So, rolled third period. All right. We played Truth or Dare because we got 15 minutes of free time at the beginning of class. At the beginning of class, keep in mind. So, like, we only had 15 minutes. After that, I have to do a whole bunch of shitty ass math because my third period was my math class. So, I'm in third period. We decided to play Truth or Dare, me, Jason, and Aiden. So we do like a whole rock, paper, scissors tournament. It was pretty insane, pretty intense. And Aiden goes first, I go second, and Jason goes third. So Aiden got dared to go ask for a girl's number, and he bagged the number. He got the number. So I dabbed him up for it because it was really impressive, and so did Jason. He thought it was impressive, so we dabbed him up. And then after that, it was my turn. I got dared to yell out Aiden's address. So I yell out a fake address because I'm not going to put his address out there. So after that, he socks me really, really hard in the arm. Like, he left a bruise and everything. Like, a few weeks after this whole incident happened, it was all green and shit. It was nasty. And it hurt really bad. And so I get punched in the arm. So I was like, bro, what the fuck? Why'd you do that? And then he was like, because you said my address. I was like, it's a fake address, you fucking dumbass. Why the fuck would you do that? And I'm fucking pissed off at this point because he socked me in the arm really hard. And I'm pretty pasty, you know. My skin's pretty pasty. So it's all, like, it gets bruised, like, really badly. Like sunscreen doesn't even help with how pasty I am. Like, I sunburn so badly. So I was like, I said a fake address, you fucking dumbass. That's what I said to him, and he was like, bro, I don't give a fuck. Don't be saying my shit like that. And I was like, all right, whatever, fuck you. So I turned around, and then he stalked me again. I was like, what the fuck was that for? He was like, you said fuck you to me. So I was like, what the fuck, are you fucking child? And then he was like, no. And then I stood up. He's still sitting down. I was like, stand the fuck up right now. We're about to fight. I didn't say we're about to fight, but I was like, stand the fuck up. And then he didn't stand up. He's just looking at me and smiling. So I push him out the chair. The chair goes flying with him. It didn't go flying, but like it went down with him. Hits him on his rib cage. So he starts crying. The teacher comes over here. He's like, guys, settle down. So I was like, he just fucking punched me. And then he was like, I know, I saw it. Come talk to me. I was like, all right, for sure. So I go there and I talk to him. He's like, look, I understand what you did. I would have done the same thing if someone punched me. Just go outside and walk and clear your mind. I was like, all right, for sure. So I come back in. I sit down. I thought everything was going to be normal. But this motherfucker punches me not once, twice, but 3 fucking times in the arm. Same exact place, which is probably why it got so fucking bad. Why it got so bruised. So after all that, I stand up again. I push him out the chair again, and he starts crying again. So the first time I pushed him, Jason wasn't in there because he went to the bathroom. So he comes back in, he sees him crying, he was like, bro, what happened? And then he was like, Jaden pushed me out the chair. And then Jason's like, why'd you do that? And I was like, because he fucking punched me. And then he was like, how I know you're telling the truth? And I was like, bro, are you really siding on him? And then he was like, no, I'm just asking. And I was like, all right, if you want some proof. And then I pulled up my arm, and my arm was already bruising and shit. It was already, like, you know, that tender color, like, they get, like, kind of darkish. And then he was like, bro, did you punch him? He was like, yeah, I did. And then he was like, I saw the first time, but did you do it again? And then he was like, yeah, I did. And he was like, why? And then he said, because he said fuck you to me. And then Jason was like, are you a fucking child, bro? Like, seriously? And then he punches Jason in the arm. Jason punches him back as hard as he could. Like, I saw the force. I felt the wind. Like, I felt the wind go off me with the 10 because I was so close. And then he punches him hella hard. He's all gasping for air and shit. And then after that, guess who gets sent to the principal's office? Me, Jason, and Aiden. So I'm in there trying to explain what happens. I get let go, and so does Jason. And then Aiden stays. He tells his side of the story because apparently we couldn't be in there while he said it, which I thought was pretty suspicious. So I was like, all right, whatever. I'm going to move on from it. So here comes the next day, right? I'm at break. I'm sitting down with Jason. Aiden comes walking into the gates. He walks up to me. He was like, stand the fuck up right now. And I was like, why? And he was like, stand the fuck up, you fucking pussy. And I stand up. So he pulls out a giant-ass blue pocket knife. And then he was like, I got this. Try fighting this. And I was like, if you show some, use it. And then I got into his head with that because he was like, oh, like, you know, like shocked because I wasn't scared. Which I was scared. I just didn't show it, you know, because you can't let them see what happens, like, in your head. You gotta, like, put on, like, don't show weakness, if you know what I'm saying. So, after all that, they catch it on the cameras because a teacher saw it, and then he comes breaks it up, and then they go to the cameras and see what happened to show to the principal. So, I get let go. I get to go home early because my mom didn't feel me safe over there. And then turns out Aiden got expelled. So, yeah. So, the moral of the story is don't bring knives to school. So, yeah. I hope you guys liked the video. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. More content coming soon. See y'all later. Peace.